So it's Saturday night, and here we are. It's Easter Saturday, and here we are at Coundon's Hot Talent. The time has come.
Yes, yes. Welcome all. Welcome the many thousands of Coventarians. Is that the right word? Yay! Who are watching this. We've got some amazing talent for you tonight, and we've got some amazing judges as well. And we're going to ask them to introduce themselves one by one. So the first judge we'd like to talk to right now is Pete Chambers. Pete, tell us about yourself.
Hi.
Hi, Pete. Welcome.
You all right? Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Brilliant. Thank goodness for that. How are you? You look very excited.
We are.
Yeah. Same here. It's going to be great. It's really going to be great.
Pete, tell us about your background, your relationship to Coventry music.
But yeah, my name's Pete Chambers. I run the Coventry Music Museum. I write the music column in the Coventry Observer, and I could think it's fair to say I've pretty much dedicated my life to Coventry music. I love the stuff. Anything from Coventry, anything with music, where those two meet, I just get excited, and I think it's great.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Rachel New, tell us a little about yourself and what your relationship is with Coventry Arts and Music.
Hi both. Well, I am the Up for Arts producer at BBC CWR, and my mission, and I call it a mission, I take it very seriously, I'm a bit like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, although I believe this is possible, is to get everybody engaging in creativity and particularly making things and doing things in groups to combat social isolation and for well-being. Very important to me. I also have a show on a Wednesday evening called Coventry Creates on BBC CWR, and that is just a one-stop shop for all of the creative output from Coventry and Warwickshire. By the way, if anyone has anything that they make or do that they would like to upload so I can play it on the show, bbc.co.uk/upload. You could be on the show next week. So I'm just hugely passionate about this. You know, we need more arts, more creativity, more culture in Coventry. It is City of Culture year, and boy, are we going to show the world how great we are.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Beck Shiner, welcome to the show. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for having me.
Tell us about yourself, Bex.
So I was born in Coundon. I've lived in Coundon most of my life. I have a one-year-old daughter who's been very noisy. I do apologise. But I went to Coundon Court School. I used to do all the school plays. I wanted to be on stage desperately. Turns out I didn't quite have enough talent to do that. So I went on Big Brother instead and did it that way. So here I am, 13 years later, still milking it, ready to judge some talent. I've seen it, and I didn't expect it to be this good. So this is going to be a hard decision, I think. I think everyone's got their work cut out for them here. I do.
Oh, good. That's exactly what it was. Thank you so much for joining us, Bex.
I'm excited.
Kate Hill. Good evening. Good evening, Kate.
Hello, everyone. Oh, do you know what? I'm so excited. Being asked to be one of the judges, I mean, really, you know, I have a radio show every Wednesday morning, 9 till 11 on Hills FM, which is a community radio station. I always make my show about the arts. It doesn't matter whether it's spoken word, whether, you know, it's singer-songwriters, whatever it's about. As an artist myself, I am passionate about this stuff. I'm not originally from Coventry, but when I came here, I could see the wealth of talent as I've seen from the people that have entered this competition, and well done to everybody.
Oh, thanks, Kate. Tom, welcome to the show. Tom Barnwell, tell us about yourself.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me. So, like Kate, I'm also not originally from Coventry. I'm actually from Leamington, down the road, but my music career started in Coventry when I was just 18, working in a fabulous nightclub we had called Jumping Jacks. It's now JJ's. But I started working there behind the bar. Bex remembers those days, don't you, Bex? But I started working behind the bar. I very quickly ended up on the entertainment team, singing and DJing every night. And that's when I kind of decided that I wanted to sing. From there, I did a show that some of you might remember called The Voice when it was on the BBC. That was a whole 7 years ago now. And like Bex, I'm milking that appearance for every penny. But I'm now performing regularly with live bands. And well, sadly over the last year, it's all gone online, hasn't it? So performing over Zoom for birthday parties and performing on Facebook and stuff like that.
Oh, that's smashing, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
No
What
worries.
about the next bit?
Yes.
Okay. So we will be judging the finalist group by group. However, the final announcement will be at the end of the show. So to make it easier for you, we're going to look at groups first. We'll call it A. B, 15 and under solo performers. C, 16 and over solo performers.
Stop the world. Take a picture. Try to capture. To ensure this moment lasts. We're still in it, but in a minute, that's the limit, and this presence will be past. So here we are, where the world has come together. So here she'll be in this picture forever.
Stop the world, seize the moment, but the minute erodes, you're alone and it's through. Pinch yourself, tell yourself you're just dreaming. That means you forget about you. But here we are, where the continents once crashed together before they went their separate ways forever. So stop the world,
Stop the world,
stop the world,
stop the world
stop the world
from spinning round. I'm on a lookout, overlooking something worth taking the time to stop flying by and look down. Stop being scared and look round. Just tell me now and look down. Take a picture of the scenery, of the lookout, of the moment which is over, of the ocean, of the river, of the trees. Stop the world, please.
So that was the first entry in the group. So what do you think, guys? What did you think about it, Bex?
Firstly, I wasn't expecting her voice. It was insane. And I think it took a while for me to kind of like process what was going on. But when it got going, it was very, very good. I didn't expect the tone of her voice to come out like that. I think I needed, if I could listen to it again, I'd probably take in the words a little bit more, because I was more concentrating on how good her voice was. It kind of shocked me and threw me off. But I'm guessing that it told a story. So
Pete, what do you think?
Yeah, well, writing a musical, how do you even begin to do that? The mind boggles, really. I mean, fair play. I mean, some of the other stuff that's on here as well that they've done is incredible. So, yeah, she has got a great voice, and it works really well. I was really impressed, and I'd like to see the whole concept of the whole play, and hopefully something will happen, whether she wins this or not. Maybe we'll get to see it at some point. That would be great.
moje, czuję znowu i dokonaczno, że twoje serce lubi mnie. Czuję znowu i dokonaczno, że twoje serce lubi mnie. Ja tebe lubię, ty me żurysa, te serce słyszy kłopoty. Idy do mnie, ty prytulysa, nie ty, że moja, a ja ty. Idy do mnie, ty prytulysa, nie ty, że moja, a ja ty. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when stars are gray. You never notice how much I love you, so please don't take my sunshine away. You never notice how much I love you, so please don't take my sunshine away.
That was the Bayan Singers, who are a Ukrainian folk band all the way from Coventry. What do you think, Beck?
Really enjoyed that. I think I could watch that again and again and again and again. So I'm going to give them quite high marks. Actually, I really enjoyed, and I just like the fact that they're bringing a little bit of their culture and their country to us.
Yeah.
Rachel, what did you make of that one?
Oh, I echo what Beck said. You can't not smile watching that. Everything was visually incredibly pleasing. They looked so happy. That happiness was contagious. I loved that I knew the song when I first heard them. That, you know, and you're like, I know that song, but what is it? And then you're like, oh, you are my sunshine. I loved everything about it. I loved the button accordion, just the headdresses. Really, honestly, it was magical. I'd like to wake up to that every morning.
Why did you call?
Hey, can I just rant for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe they did this. Another lockdown. I know it's necessary, but I want to get back into theatres again. I really miss the Belgrade.
Yeah, me too. You're not the only one that's angry. It's been a whole year since our last rehearsals. I mean, I know we're online, but it's just not the same.
Plus, what's the plan with your coursework? Don't you need to do a performance when you haven't had enough time to figure out some ideas for your actual song?
Katie, breathe. I know what I'm doing anyway. Well, I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Hasn't your mum got a new ukulele? Just nick it.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Talk to you later.
Mate, what you doing?
I think I just figured out my coursework. I'm going on a walk. Mum's ukulele in the park. Ideas?
Do you remember year 9 camp? And we did that runway with our lambs. And we danced till we lost our minds on the floor. How we were up all night, chatting and watching the stars go by. It's the little things like that, they can go in a flash. And all of these years will be one distant memory. And we will look back at our time, thinking, I wonder where are they now. It's the little things like that, they can go in a flash. And all of these years will be one distant memory. And we will look back at our time, thinking, I wonder where are they now.
Yeah, and that was Commotion of 2020, the musical, and a small flavour of the acting stage performance. It's a nice change from singing. We had a lot of singers, so it's nice to see some stage performance. So what did you think about it, Pete?
Again, in a great build-up. I mean, as we spoke about this before, I'd still love to see this. Great plug for the Belgrade. Let's hear it for the Belgrade. Do great work there. you watch it and you think, I want more of this.
Thanks, Pete. Kate Hills, what did you make of that?
What is there not to
Little
like,
vignette.
you know? And when she starts singing, I love a ukulele, I do, you know. And I think she's got such a sweet little voice, a lovely tone to her voice. I echo what Pete says. I want to see this. I want to see it in its entirety because it just blew me away, to be honest.
Oh baby, you know you've got it. Oh baby, your heart is mine. Oh yeah, don't worry on, baby. I think I love you, but I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A band also from Coventry. Oh, I think Pete really liked that one.
Sidewalk Diner.
Sidewalk Diner.
Definitely up my alley. Great to see a bit of guitar rock music there. And what a great voice. He's got an excellent voice. You know, you can just imagine him singing loads of other material. Again, exciting prospect. And, you know, we've got in the museum our Artists of the Month. So who knows what will become of a lot of these people.
That's great, Pete. Rachel New, you have a radio show for new and upcoming artists. Somebody you'd like to feature?
I do, yes, absolutely. And do you know what? During that, I just thought, oh, how much have we missed live music? And to see a band performing together was just great. And I echo what Pete says about the versatility. You know, it's quite a sort of meandering piece. It's a bit of guitar rock, but there's a little bit of funk in there as well. And I think, yeah, I'd like to see more from these guys because they're sort of straddling some genres, doing their own thing. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Get up, back again.
I got for you. Later. Listen, you can have all the cheese you want if you...
Yeah. Big nasty records. Like that, yeah. Take your clothes off. For you to do is keep it between me and you. You about to get nasty with me and my crew. About to heat it up and get it wet for here. You gonna lose your product boots and your sweat for here. From ankle to wrist, get icy, cover it. Icy naked niggas, the ladies is loving it. It ain't nothing but a party, y'all. Hey ladies, I hope you watch your party bras. Cause it's come that time for us to get to it. Dylan made the beat for y'all to strip to it. Why don't you do it, get nasty, baby. And from now on, I call you the nasty lady. You can wiggle and bang and swivel that thing. Nothing between us but the ice in my chain. And you can twerk that I knew you could. This party's been nasty, I wish you would, girl. Take them gloves off. Keep working it. Take them gloves off. And working it. Take them gloves off. Taking off skirts. Take them gloves off. Now break it, y'all. Take them gloves off. Don't make me soft. Take them gloves off. Just take it off. Take them gloves off. Take it off. Take them gloves off.
Oh, understand? Okay. There. And that's better. Now get going.
You better. That was Quick Feet Street Dance. It's a dance school based in Coventry, and they do lots of modern dance styles as well as traditional. So they've applied for a couple of categories as well, and they've worked really, really hard. And I really liked Quick Feet. Did you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I did, but what? Not up to do us, is it? I nearly said that.
We're not judging.
We're not judging, thankfully.
You
Kate,
are.
Kate, what did you make of that, Kate Hills?
I just love the energy, you know. I mean, what was there, you know, not to love about that? The energy, the choice of tracks that they chose to dance to. I always find this sort of thing so entertaining, and I just think they did so well. So, yeah, very, very good.
Thanks. Tom?
Yeah, I absolutely love these guys. First thing I noticed, I was listening to the music straight away, and it was mixed really well. I've seen loads of dance acts before where it's kind of like they've just got two cassettes and they've gone stop, play, and it really puts me off, and it, you know, puts people out of time, and it can really like cheapen the routine. And so your music was amazing. Now, in all honesty, like there were some parts where the dancing wasn't perfect, but a dear friend once said to me years ago, and this has stuck with me for life, this has, she said, you should never strive for perfection in live performance because it's unrealistic. You should strive for excellence. Now, I think that was excellent. I thought it was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Hey, you heard about patient Oath? You okay there? Oath?
I thought you could use an extra pair of hands, and plus I know you were close to that patient, and I've been playing with her daughter.
What are you doing down here? You're normally on the kids' ward. Something happened. You all right?
I have a patient's file just here.
Oh, stop talking for a minute.
She's been feeling a little weak, but she's getting better, I hope.
Ophelia, stop talking. Are you okay?
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. You're my girlfriend. Of course it matters to me. No, I'm so sorry, Oath.
It's okay. I know you don't mean to.
just hate when you're not telling me what's going on.
That was amazing. We had a clip from Commotion of 2020, which is a stage musical which has been written entirely by teenagers in Coventry and Coundon. And that was a clip between Ophelia and another friend of hers, and she was talking about the difficulties of being a nurse on the wards in the NHS in the COVID crisis. So that was Commotion of 2020 again. So
Bex, what did you make of that?
I think it's very current. I think it's great I think the fact that they were gay as well, I love that. I liked the fact that, you know, a lot of people are going to be able to relate to it. Again, like you said, it's from the last clip. It's what's happening at the moment, isn't it? And a lot of people are going to relate to it, whether it's teenagers, adults, you know, we're all sitting at home and you know, you can watch that and go, yeah, you know, that's how I'm feeling, especially nurses at the moment. Like they're not putting themselves first, they're putting others first, and then they're coming home and they're dealing with all the weight on their shoulders. So I like the fact that someone come in and they included that. Do you know what I mean? They included that, so that was good, and I think it is relatable, very relatable.
I agree with Bex. I love that they were a same-sex couple. I thought the whole thing couldn't be more current, really. And a really great level of empathy in the writing there to, you know, these are young girls who don't know what it's like to be a nurse, don't even know what it's like to be an adult responsible for other people. I thought they did a really good job of portraying that and stepping inside other people's shoes. I thought the acting was amazing. Again, you know, we've got to remember, none of these people have been able to get into a room to kind of workshop it out, to loosen up, all of that stuff that you might do if you were going to be doing a reading together or start a performance.
judges, we have the final entry for the groups, and that was Mario dancing for Quick Feet again, and it was a fusion of rock music, Bulgarian folk music, and incredibly lively. What about you, Kate? Did you like it?
I loved it. I just wish I had them moves, you know. They were, yeah, they made it look effortless, you know, to kind of, I know Tom said with the, you know, the whole dance thing, yeah, you know, sometimes it's not quite on point, but I thought so entertaining, and just, yeah, the moves actually blew me away, to be honest.
Bex, what did you think?
No, I love music. I love to dance. My daughter's a massive, we have the Wiggles on all day. So yeah, it was brilliant.
They told us not to worry, to stay home for our safety, and so we did. Sometimes it gets lonely, I miss my friends and family. It's the same all around the world, for every boy and every girl. No, you're not alone. I'll give my hand for you to hold, one day for now over the phone. No, you're not alone. Sitting by my window, waiting for the world to change. We can make it better, things don't have to be the same. It's so hard to understand, they hold our future in their hands. But what about us? Yeah. No, you'll never be alone. That's why I had to sing the song, so they know about us. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. No, no. Don't forget about us. We were surprised by this virus. It made the whole world stop. We looked deep inside us. We turned off autopilot and really found ourselves. And now we know that true wealth is really about your health. The pressure of lockdown made us sit in silence. Time spent with our families is really priceless. We had to change all these lessons learned. Had to take a minute. It's up to us to bring into this world a new awakening.
So that is the first of our 15 and under age group solo performer, and believe it or not, Lyra is actually 9 years old. It's amazing, isn't it? What did you think, Tom?
I love that. I think it was really well put together, both music and video. I thought it was excellent. What a character. She looks amazing. I love her dress. What do you think, Bex, about her dress? Do we like? Thumbs up. I had a look through some of her YouTube channel as well. The beauty of this whole like judging from home and stuff is you can start clicking through YouTube and find other videos. And I did watch one of her other videos where she's talking about the coronavirus and stuff, and she's got such a character and such confidence at such a young age. So I'm so impressed with that. I'd love to be honest, I'd love to see her sing live as well. I'd love to find a video where she's singing completely live without any sort of any studio kind of enhancements maybe. So I'd love to see her sing live, but I think she's amazing. Really, really good. Really good.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. And Pete, what did you think about Lyra?
Wow. Just wow. The cadence of her voice was just amazing. And I can't believe it, 9 years old doing that. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think she's got a bright future, no doubt about it. And, you know, I'd like to see some more as well. And, you know, her singing live would be quite a thing, I think.
Amazing. And that was Navtej, who's 11 and comes from Coundon. It's quite nice to see an 11-year-old who's not on the Xbox, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What did you think, Kate?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It really entertains me. I know this little lad, and he's very, very creative, as obviously you could see from the little video clip. But what a little sweetheart, really, you know, absolutely loved it.
Thank you. Rachel.
Well, just when you think every genre of entertainment has been invented, you get blindfold Mission Impossible. I mean, you know, it just keeps on giving. And then the glass is full of water, plain glass is full of water. I mean, you know, like I think, you know, like Tom said, we're in a sort of situation where we can kind of get drawn down an internet wormhole for entertainment sometimes, and you don't need to go any further than that, do you? I mean, that is everything you need right there. I loved it.
I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. At my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts are busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'd be thinking I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think the things I never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just a nothing. My head was full of stuffing, my heart was full of pain. And perhaps I deserve you and be worthy of you if I only had a brain.
Oh my goodness. Julia Kazan, 9 years old. The confidence, absolutely amazing. Pete, what did you think?
you know what? As you go through all this, isn't it brilliant to think this is all coming out of Coventry, all this talent? You know, it's fantastic. And thanks, guys, for doing all this. But yeah, it's just incredible. I mean, it's a bit like the accordion stuff earlier on, the Ukraine band. It just puts a smile on your face. She's brilliant, isn't she? She's got a bright future, I'm sure she has.
That's great, Pete. Thank you for that. And to another mother in the room, Bex. Maybe your baby girl will be dressing up as a scarecrow in 10 years' time.
She will be. She'll be at stage school by the time she's 2, living out my dreams. No, she reminds me of me, except for I had no talent. So I would get up there and do that, but without being that good. I thought she was fabulous. She's a superstar, isn't she? She's a superstar.
When the fight is life and the times are hard, the final brick is falling. When your head is light but your eyes are gone, your ears don't know who's calling. There's a voice inside and it's found its right to be heard. So heed its warning. You can take it slow. I'm running home. It's time for me to say goodbye. Goodbye. You can stay and roam, but tonight I'm heading home. It's when the heights are high and the fight goes on, the wind is open solid. When your soul is bright but your hands they shake at the fear, you're not a falling. So you can take it slow. I'm running home. It's time for me to say goodbye. And you can stay and roam, but tonight I'm heading home. And goodbye. There's a cold light shine and it sparks a brand new day.
Well, Caitlin McCarthy, we'd heard of her before. Let's talk to Kate Hills about Caitlin. What did you make of Caitlin?
Well, I've also heard Caitlin McCarthy before because she's actually had quite a few tracks in Hills FM local chart and has done really, really well. I mean, I'm blown away. Again, you know, I've been blown away totally by you know, looking at all these videos, but she's, you know, about 15, is she? I mean, really, you know, what talent to have at that young age. Yeah, you can't help but be impressed. And the fact that she actually writes her own stuff as well. Yeah, blown away again.
Thanks, Kate. Tom?
Really good. I loved it. Again, the beauty of doing this from home, I had a little click on through YouTube. And I actually, my favourite video I found of Caitlin's was a version of With You from the musical Ghost. And it was just absolutely beautiful. It was really lovely. I think the Ghost recording kind of showed a bit more dark and light and dark into her voice, a bit more dynamic. And that was absolutely amazing. I loved this performance as well. Really good, really good.
And that was Kate Main from Coundon, and was she 11 years old as well? Another young girl. And Matt, what was the drumming she was doing?
Can't remember the track. Pete, maybe you'll know. It's an Arctic Monkeys opening, I think, but I can't remember the track.
Yeah, what did you think, Pete?
Well, she can certainly play those drums, you know, power to the paradiddles, but it would have been nice to see her face on there somewhere. It's just this huge drum kit just getting in the way. But yeah, great. And it's nice to see, you know, a young lady playing the drums, you know, which doesn't happen very often. So all power to her.
Rachel, drummer, like it?
Great, I loved it. Short and sweet. I would have liked to have seen more, and I would have liked to have seen her face as well. But yeah, she is obviously lost in the drumming. Her face was not important to her, and that I think absolutely shows. It was like all about the drumming. Really, really tight, powerful bit of drumming there. I loved it.
I don't feel the same. Things have changed and I can't find my way back to the place. All of this mess was just a phase, and now my days are stuck on replay in the back of my mind like one big cliche. But still, I don't doubt that I'll keep moving on. Whoa, hey, I'm stuck in my head space. I just can't seem to let it go. And all my friends seem good, guess I never got the memo. It's hard to find your feet when you've been down, oh, I know. But don't leave because you're not out here on your own.
And that was Evie O'Toole. That sounds like quite an Irish name there.
Sounds like a good Coundon name, doesn't it?
County Coundon. That was amazing. That was really beautiful. It just goes to show that you don't have to spend a lot of time or money or costumes to you know, get your talent out there. You can just film it on your smartphone in your bedroom. I really, really liked it. What did you think, Rachel?
I loved this. I thought that, again, I think original song, isn't it? So she's written this and performed it. I thought she had an incredible amount of soul. And I thought, yeah, she kind of really held me. I felt like I was really with her, with whatever emotion she was feeling. I quite liked the casualness of it, and yet it was still powerful. You know, it's kind of very restrained. I think there is a lot more to come, but it's a really rich, soulful, emotive voice. I thought she did a great job. I'd love to hear more of her work.
A lot more to come at 13, I would have thought. Bex, what did you make of Evie?
Evie. So I have actually written down hair envy. For one. She's absolutely beautiful, and you know, we didn't need anything else. It didn't need lights or stage or backing music. It was just her in her bedroom with a phone, and I think that can give, you know, inspiration to everyone out there, that's all you need, as long as you've got that willing to do it. She's fantastic. Like, the range in her voice was amazing. Just because I can't sing doesn't mean I can't hear it, and it was great.
can't you see I'm calling? I got a cue, should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait. I need a hit, oh baby give me it. You're dangerous, I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. But do you feel me now? The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Man, I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Do you feel me now? The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Man, I love what you're doing, don't you know that you're toxic? Yeah, I love what you're doing, don't you know that you're toxic? Taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? Man, I love what you're doing, don't you know that you're toxic? Intoxicate me now with your loving now. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Intoxicate me now with your loving now. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Man, I love what you're doing, don't you know that you're toxic? Man, I love what you're doing, don't you know that you're toxic?
And that was Maya, and that was incredibly surprising, an a cappella version of Britney Spears' Toxic. Never saw that coming. What did you think, Mr. B?
Well, as soon as you stepped up to the microphone and that came out, I thought, wow, she's got me hooked. Got me hooked.
Yeah.
Pete Chambers, what do you think of that?
Well, brilliant. I mean, she made the song her own, which is quite a thing, really, when you're talking about Britney Spears, isn't it? Another great voice, you know, as I say, this talent is just amazing. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that performance. Very, very good.
Tom, how do you get on with that one?
Yeah, great. I mean, I actually saw, I think I saw an earlier video of that and a later video where she's obviously worked on it, and you can see some real improvements, which is a great thing to see, because it shows that you can take on advice and take and improve yourself and better yourself. So that's brilliant. One thing I'd say is just breathe from the diaphragm, and that will help you get every note, get to the end of every line, and also it'll help you with the higher sort of range of the song, higher register, in pushing that voice out stronger. But you've got a great tone. It was a really good audition. Well done. Really good.
Away
I know every day you say it, but I just want you to be sure that I'm yours. If I be feeling heavy, you take me from the dark. Your arms, they keep me steady, so nothing could fall apart. I would find my strength to untate my mouth when I used to be afraid of the words. But with you I've learned just to let it out. Now my heart is ready to burn, 'cause I feel like I'm ready for love. And I wanna be your everything and more. And I know every day you say it, but I just want you to be sure that I'm yours. That I'm yours.
So now we've moved into the 16 and over category, and this is a real tough one, isn't it, Mr. B?
Oh, nasty. Nasty trying to choose.
I mean, the quality is just absolutely breathtaking. So that was Georgia Allsop. Kate, what did you think of Georgia's performance?
What I love about that sort of performance is the simplicity of it, you know, the innocence to her voice as well. I thought she had such a lovely tone. Yeah, quite angelic in a way, I thought as well.
Tom, I mean, you're a big fan of a beautiful voice. How did you rate this one?
I think she's got an amazing voice and a really nice song choice as well. I think it's Ella Henderson, isn't it, that song? It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's really difficult performing to camera sometimes. Some people find it easier performing to a camera and some people find it easier performing to an audience. I would like to see how Georgia performs in front and connects in front of an audience. I also had a little click through on YouTube, as you do, because that's the beauty of being at home. And there's the cutest video. I don't know if anyone else stumbled upon this, but there was the cutest video of Georgia and her younger brother singing. And that was just absolutely so lovely to see. Really lovely.
there's Irina King, also comes from Coventry, Coventry resident, and she does lots of stuff for the Ukrainian community, and she's very keen to share her musical culture with us. What did you think about it, Rachel?
Oh, I love this woman. She just, everything, it's just, there's this beautiful light and life shining out of her eyes, which is amazing. Her voice is fantastic. The whole medley of songs we get in that performance, and, you know, the way she sort of picks up the pace, and some of them are real minor key, and they, you know, even though you don't know what she's singing, you kind of following this journey and this story, and then suddenly it's all really uplifted again and everything. And she just looks great, and it's beautiful. I'd love to go to a whole concert of this kind of Ukrainian button organ music. I love it.
Yeah, I think you've got a flower headdress envy.
Yes. Yeah, I've only got one. She had many.
Come on, up your game, Rachel.
Ukrainian flower headdress workshop for us.
You have to earn your flowers. You can't, Neil. You can't just. I can't just step out there and have flowers like that.
Just got one.
That's fair point.
As we go through City of Culture, you get more flowers on your head. What about you, Bex? What did you think about Irina?
Yeah, no, I love her. She's amazing. Again, love the fact that she's bringing her own culture to our culture. Her voice is brilliant. And again, amazing talent on the accordion. And as soon as she came on, even my daughter Dulcie was giving it a good go dancing.
Weeks from dreaming, tell me, is this really love? How will I know if you really love me? I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you what you know about these things. How will I know if you're thinking of me? I try to phone, but I'm too shy. Can't speak. Falling in love is all bittersweet. This love is strong. Why do I feel weak? Oh, wait, no, yeah. Oh, wait, me, I'm shaking. Wish I had you near me now. Said there's no mistaking what I feel is really love. How will I know? How will I know? How will I know? How will I know if you really love me? I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you what you know about these things. How will I know if you're thinking of me? I try to phone, but I'm too shy. Can't speak. Falling in love is all bittersweet. This love is strong. Why do I feel weak? If you love me, if you love me now. Ooh, if you love me, if you love me now.
That was Lily May Hutchinson, and wow, that's some voice, wasn't it, Tom?
Part of me actually really likes this because it makes it really personal, and it's like you're singing to us, and it's like, hang on a minute, just not yet. But then part of me is also thinking like, and this is something again that you'll learn with time, is that you could probably have come in early and then just styled it out just a little bit by just maybe sing and do a little riff and then come back in when you're supposed to, and no one would then have even noticed. So there's two little things that I kind of like them both, but I loved your voice. I think it's really good. Keep going, because you've really got a talent there. Really good.
Thanks, Tom. Pete Chambers.
Yeah, well, another powerful voice, and if you listen to her without looking at her, you wouldn't know she was just 16. You know, she's beyond her age with her voice, and it's got a great cadence to that voice, a lovely tone. Again, another one to watch.
Okay, that's Jade Barradell. Kate.
I just thought it was absolutely lovely to hear something different, a different song choice. I don't know if she was quite nervous in the beginning, but I thought once the song got going, it was really quite beautiful. I loved it, I really did.
Thanks, Kate. And Rachel.
Well, I thought she's got an amazing voice, huge, powerful voice.
I'm the guy that always smiles, every now and then I'll frown. But recently something in my head is going down. If you look into my eyes, you'll see a thundering cloud. But I'll still make sure my family's happy over myself. I can always point fingers, change blame like I'm twisted. Swear if I had a second chance I wouldn't even risk it. Do you know, cause of my actions, how many things I'm missing? Like my son's first steps, no matter how much I'm wishing. I miss him every second, every minute, every hour. I miss when I would wake up and all I could hear is dada. I miss when I would feed him and he'd spit it out with laughter. I miss when he'd say dada when I want him to say mama. I never leave you, son, I really hope you are aware of that. See, even when I'm gone, yeah, I'm the star that you'll be staring at. Hate the fact we can't get on, hate the fact we're sharing. Yeah, I really hope you understand you hating me, I'm scared of that. I'm not gonna lie, while I'm writing this, I'm broken. Reading what I'm writing and I'm closing in on choking. I got a frog up in my throat, I don't want that shit croaking. So I'm holding back the tears so my lyrics don't get soaking. You wanna know a fact, even though it's true it hurts, is that life goes on, yeah, you gotta live and learn. Learn from your mistakes, sure, don't try and make it worse. If you're playing with the fire, then you'll end up getting burnt. It's like I'm in the ocean and there's nobody around. Like I'm screaming out for help cause I'm scared I'm gonna drown. Nobody's gonna rescue me, nobody's gonna help. Yeah, there's no Superman to save the day, I'm saving it myself. I'm standing in the mirror, yo, I'm staring in my eyes. Tell myself I need to sort it out, be glad you're still alive. I'm gonna be a lion when I'm walking with my pride. You know I've won so many battles that I know that I'll survive. I watched the man that taught me life get iller every day. Yeah, my granddad was a warrior, but cancer got his way. His lungs, they were infested and some settled on his brain. Yeah, the strongest man I ever met, I watched him fade away. Yes, you really taught me life, you taught me how to treat a wife, you taught me how to raise a son. I really hope you're sleeping tight, make sure you save a spot for me. See you on the other side, I'm gonna make you proud. You see I'm swearing on my mother's life. Always sit there thinking, wonder what life could have held. Would I took the road to heaven, would I took the road to hell? Would I be in my own yard or sitting in a prison cell? Would I you put down a pen or would I be spitting to crowds? Ask me what's the matter, I'll always say it's nothing. But in my head I got a gun and I will not stop busting till every prick has took a shot, their bullet holes are gushing. To hospital they're rushing while I'm sitting feeling nothing. Don't feel bad, I feel blessed. No remorse, no regret. I'm glad I got this out of my head. Yeah, I'm glad I got this off on my chest. Static.
So that was Static. Again, he's a resident in Coundon. That's the first time we've seen anything like that. That's kind of, would we call it drill music? I'm not entirely sure. I think we might ask one of the younger judges, Bex Shiner. What did you think about Static?
He is my favourite. I think he was amazing, because I think a lot of people that try and rap, you know, they think it's easy, but he's actually telling the story. If you listen to his lyrics, I stopped it and started it a load of times. He's telling the story of his life, and it's absolutely amazing. It all rhymes and it all fits perfectly to the music. And he's gone out there. He's made that video himself. I want to see more of him. I would 100% go and watch him on stage. And I'm not just saying that. Like I generally think he's overly talented, like amazing.
What about you, Pete? Are you a rap fan or?
Oh yeah, I'm a rap fan, and I think it's great that Coventry is becoming quite a base for rap artists at the moment. There's so many, you know, like J1 and everybody, and Pastor Lou. Really proud of that. I mean, it's great. And here's another one, absolutely brilliant. And I love the introspective lyrics. You know, like he's singing about his life. Rather than, you know, a lot of the other grime stuff that goes on, and some of the lyrics, you know, which, you know, it's a family affair here, of course. Absolutely wonderful. And you know what? It just makes me so proud for the future.
To all those following my social, to all those who are part of my tribe, to those who align with my values, to those just along for the ride, if you haven't shared or retweeted my views on the matter of Black lives, if you haven't shared your emotion about racial disparities and divide, if you're content with letting this protest run out of steam like the last, or you feel that Black peoples need to leave slavery in the past, if you're confused as to our outcry, our grief, our pain, if you need me to break down why Black lives matter, again, if you don't understand why Black trauma is systemic, like institutional racism as demonstrated by this pandemic, if you're happy to sit back and let the status quo flow, you've got no business preying this show. Stop following my social. You're not here for me. I don't live to make you feel like a liberal. You don't care if I'm free. You don't care for my struggle. You don't join in my fight. You are not my people. You are not my tribe. Because you know, whilst you're satisfied with being woke in your head, whilst you've been keeping up appearances, my people keep turning up dead.
Wow, that was really powerful. It just goes to show the different breadth and width of talent, of creative talent that's coming out of Coundon and Radford and Coventry right now. So that was one of the spoken word entries. Incredibly powerful words and incredibly relevant. I really, really enjoyed it. And like Tom was mentioning before, I did go down a YouTube wormhole with Nisha's with Nisha's spoken word. Rachel, what did you think?
Well, I love that. This is. Oh, I have a lot of spoken word and poetry and writing generally on my show on Coventry Creates on a Wednesday night. So I don't call myself an expert, but it's definitely my field. I really loved it. I love the content of it. It's right from the heart. I think, last summer after the tragic killing of George Floyd, an outpouring of creativity in response to that, as well as an outpouring of everything else, protests that ought to have happened and did happen. I think it was an incredible response to that. But the rhythm was brilliant, and I love the bit where she goes, because it was funny as well, when she goes, "Stop following my socials." It's like a really great little punctuation. It's so well written and performed. It builds so beautifully. It made hair stand up on the back of my neck with the passion and the content. The undeniably powerful content. But she crafted that really, really well. So absolute hats off to her.
What do you think of Ash's performance there, Kate?
I think Rachel said it all, really. I mean, this is right up my street. I quite often have spoken words on my show too. And I loved the delivery, because it is, when it's spoken word, it is all about the delivery. Obviously, very topical, what she is talking about. And this is what I love about spoken word.
Just so incredible. Who saw that coming, that we have a student at the Birmingham Conservatoire, a soprano,
from Coundon,
living in Coundon, from Coundon. And that was absolutely mind-blowing. We're just sitting here. I think it's the 4th or 5th time we've heard that audition tape. And it is just absolutely so powerful.
One of the first ones we got as well, we didn't know what to expect. And I think she was second in, and we thought, oh my goodness, what on earth just come in here, Tom, the voice.
Well, I mean, amazing. I've never been classically trained, and I wish I was, because it's just absolutely incredible how you can throw your voice and the control that you have over it. I really like the way you came out, and obviously that's like I assume it's at the Birmingham Conservatoire. I love the way you came out and explained to people sort of very confidently how the song, what it was about, and where you were in the story. Because I think when people see just a snippet of something like that, it's quite important to do that. I would kind of really like to hear you singing in like a classical pop crossover piece. I think that would be really good. I don't know what the other judges think about that, but I think that would be amazing. I think you're a really good, really good audition.
She needs to duet with Static.
Yes, that would be so cool.
Wow.
So cool.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around, you can think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got woozits, what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see I'm dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs so quiet, you're jumping, dancing, strung along down that, what's that ringing? Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wondering free, wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Next on land, they understand that they don't rip the men and daughters. Where young women sit swimming, ready to stand. I'm ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's the fire and why does it miss the word? When's it my turn? When I love until we spot a shore above, out of the sea. Wish I could be part of that world.
Excellent. That was really beautiful. So that was Lydia Campbell, another superstar up and coming in Coventry. So Pete, what did you think of Lydia Campbell?
It's great listening to somebody that's in control of their voice, particularly when you're doing a judging thing like this. Because sometimes when people aren't in control of their voice, you wonder where it's going to go. But she's got superb phrasing, and the whole thing worked really, really well. A great, great voice.
Thank you, Pete.
That's brilliant. And Rachel, what do you think about that style of singing?
I really loved it. I've been trying to think of a metaphor for what her voice sounded like. It sounded like something sort of tripping over water. Like, I was thinking about stone skimming, but that sounds too heavy. It was like this light, it was almost like there was a little seam of air between the song and her voice, if that makes sense. It's such a light touch, but like Pete said, really well controlled. Not light because that's all she had to give, light because that was the absolute intention for it. And yeah, there was just something airy about it, and beautiful, so sweet, and yeah, really, really interesting sound, really, really great voice. Loved it.
call again. Just want to talk to you. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow, bright tomorrow. Don't want to say goodbye. I got no one to turn to. Don't want to run away. Just know what to do. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow, bright tomorrow. World in your heart. I want the sun go down. It gets cold again. I see the stars in the sky shining down on you. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow. You've got the world in your heart, still looking for a bright tomorrow, bright tomorrow. World in your heart, world in your heart, world in your heart.
Are we allowed to say our favourites? I am a massive fan of 80s electro pop, and that was we were singing it around the kitchen. We heard all of the audition tapes about 4 or 5 times, but this one is really hooked me in, and I really, really love it. What about you, Mr. B?
Any excuse to put eyeliner on, Gail, and do Depeche Mode. I just love that song. I just think it should be the City of Culture's theme song. I just love the energy of it.
Can you imagine if we had it remixed in the studio for Coventry City Culture?
Remixing, it's perfect.
Amazing. We love Graham.
Pete, where were you with that?
Well, I know Graham very, very well, and I know his work, and he's a great muso. Him and his dad put on music all the time online, and it's always very entertaining. And there's always so much energy involved, as you can tell. So yeah, great stuff, and all power to Graham.
Tom, what did you make of that?
Yeah, I love the song. In all honesty, vocally, I wouldn't say it was amazing. But I've looked through your YouTube channel again, and there's loads of really interesting stuff where you've linked up with other singers, and I think that's brilliant. That's really good. And the song is great. Really good. Really like the song.
My thoughts are trying to run away. At high speeds upon the runway, I'm shot away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. I don't believe myself, but I believe my doubts. My thoughts are beating me down, I think I need some help. Stop holding in and start speaking out. Open up and release the hound. I got my family now, I need to feed them mouths and make sure they don't see without. That's why daddy's putting work in. I love you from the bottom of my heart. There's no bushes that I'm beating around. I keep myself to myself, but scare my family, I will beat you down. It's my family that I need around. My 3 kids make me proud, make me smile when I'm down. My children are the reason that I ain't beneath the ground. I'm glad they ain't eating clouds. I'm lucky to even be alive and be around. Dad's here by your side to the moment I die. You can lean on me when you're down. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. Life is taking over now, I don't know how. Should I be below the ground? I pick myself back up and turn around. I couldn't care what you heard about. If the word of mouth would turn a hater to guy folks and burn them down. I'm a dragon in the den, I'm here to earn the pounds. I've done the maths now and worked it out. It's time to feed the crowd, dish my food upon a plate and serve it out. It's a massacre of murder sounds. See the gutter, I was in it, borderline finished. If my kids weren't here, I would be diminished. And life's harder than you think, you have to put your efforts in it. I dug my hole, I was close to lying in it. Man in the land alone like it's Riddick. I'm a gladiator, fight to the finish. I got kids, yo, I gotta be the image. Be a role model to the finish. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday. My thoughts are trying to run away at high speeds upon the runway. I'm shut away like it's gunplay. I don't wanna feel like this no more. I'm hoping that it might change someday.
That was amazing. That was amazing. And that was Aaron Woodhouse. And he's not from Coundon.
I know, he's from
Radford.
Hey!
Big up Radford. Excellent. So, Kate, what did you think about his style and singing?
Well, I really like his style of rapping. I loved the whole concept of the video, and I loved the lyrical content of it as well. I mean, I am a huge fan of anyone, you know, that is going to rap or whatever they do, but I just love that. There's a rawness, I think, to rap.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Kate. And Bex, you're a big fan of rap, aren't you? What did you think about Aaron?
Amazing. Again, I listened to the words, and he's talking about his life and how he's overcome things. He's got his kids in the video. He's clearly very passionate about it. And again, he's good. Like, you know, you see some of these rap artists that are just kind of spouting off words. He's rhymed it. He's got the rhythm going, and he definitely captured me. I've written 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic.
Need someone's hand to lead me through the night. Need someone's arms to hold and squeeze me tight. And when the night begins, I'm at an end, because I need your love so bad. Need some lips to feel next to mine.
Need someone to stand up, tell me when I'm lying, and when the lights are low, and it's time to go. That's when I need your love so bad. Why don't you give it up? Bring it on home to me. Write it on a piece of paper, baby, so it can be read to me. Tell me that you love me. Stop driving me mad. Oh, because I need your love so bad. Need your soft voice. Talk to me at night. Don't want you to worry, baby. I can make everything alright. Listen to my plea, baby. Bring it to me, because I need your love so bad.
That was great.
Brilliant. You just caught me putting my lipstick back on again there. So that was, guitarist. We haven't had many of those, have we, in a competition? His name was Lawrence Pettit, or Petite. And do we have any of the judges a really big guitar fan? I reckon Pete Chambers likes a guitar fan. What do we think about Lawrence Pettit?
Well, you might call him Lawrence, but I call him Loz Pettit.
Okay.
I've known Loz for a long, long time. He was a member of the band The Tones, who actually supported the Specials at the Rico many years ago. And the Tones were a signed band. So this guy knows what he's doing. He's a great guitarist. Him and Steve Malik, back in the day as the Tones, had made some fantastic music. And obviously he's still doing that now. He's a great guitarist. There's no need to discuss that. And he's also got a great voice and a great tonality to his voice. He always has. And yeah, I'm a massive fan and always have been a massive fan. I've written lots and lots about Loz, and I will continue to do so.
And Rachel, are you a fan of the guitar and vocalist?
I loved it. I loved how stripped back it was. Really gave the guitar space to enjoy. And then when he sings, the singing takes over and takes center stage. I really love that sound. It's the sort of thing that if someone was doing that in a pub live, I would automatically get up to dance and then realize it's not really the sort of song you get up and dance to on your own, and then I'd be having to style it out because I'd be the only person on the dance floor. But it's that music that makes you go, oh, this is so good, I have to get up and be part of it, even though it's not like an energetic song. So that's exactly what it did for me. It kind of got me, it was great. It's interesting to hear Pete talk about his history a little bit, because you can tell that that is top quality music.
Antisocial kid, still active on my socials. Could have been a baller, but I focused on my vocals. Dreamt of billboards with my face so I can show the locals. It was meant to be a team effort, now it's 1,000 phone calls. Could they lock my bro? Gave him 23, it's a long time till he's coming home. Only one who held me down when I was feeling low. Dark nights used to walk in the rain. It was freezing cold on these roads. Never asked for help, too ashamed, I was on my own. Broke bummy days, is it worth it? I just wanna go. I gotta rethink life on the low and take it slow. Grasping for the top spot, will it ever blow? I don't know. Just a quiet kid that didn't wanna know. Clowning for his music, now take me in, cause I've grown. And when the tape finally drops, she knows the hardest from the go. Minor setbacks, major combats, and I gotta make it known. They just want me in the dirt, try to leave me in the cold. 2-2 on the way, yeah, I'm really getting old. Not one to be told, if labels holler my phone, I tell them no. I ain't signing for less than a mil. Gold, this game my side, yeah, I'm destined to kill. She ain't feeling the vibes, best be getting the bill. See, I'll feel or know that I rep my bros. I'm hearing postcode wards, so I'm holding my own.
Wizzy, he's gets quite a lot of hits on Instagram as well, if you want to follow him and have a look. I really, really liked him. What did you think about it, Tom? Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. Again, on this video, I had a little bit of a click down the YouTube hole, and there's some really good performances of him where they've done like actual videos as well, and it's really cool. I'd really like to see. I like to see this sort of performance live. Really
yeah,
cool.
Kate, what about you? I mean, I thought it was really powerful, and you could feel the angst almost in the performance. So I agree to see it live would be totally amazing. But what do you think about the video that we saw, Kate?
Well, I'm a great fan of Damon anyway. I've known Damon since, I was going to say about 2, but I'd be lying. But I've known him for many years. Again, he's an artist that, you know, quite often sends his tracks to Hills to enter into the chart. You know, I just love raw talent, and that's what he has. And I think Coventry has such a wealth of talent, especially the young people that are coming through. I mean, come on, you know, totally blown away.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls and window sills, tables and chairs worn by all the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
Wow, Lydia Rogers, that voice, the hairs are up on the back of my arm. What about you, Bex? I think you look like you're really enjoying that.
Yeah, again, I put 10 out of 10 when I was watching it. I think I watched it twice. I think she's fantastic. Again, showing that you don't have to have all this stuff around you to give it a good go. And not only did she give it a good go, but it was amazing. Like, she doesn't need anything else. It was just fantastic. So there's literally nothing else to say, is there, apart from the fact that she's brilliant.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Bex. And Tom, as another singer, how did you rate Lydia Rogers?
Well, I just think what an amazing and pure voice. I love the way she's kind of recorded. She's kind of like holding a speaker and she's got her iPhone mic in the other hand, but she's worked out how to get it sounding just right. And so for me, extra points for that as well, thinking about that. I'd love to hear Lydia taking on maybe some Mariah Carey, some Whitney Houston, some Jessie J, because I think you've got a more powerful side to your voice that we can't quite hear in this, but I think you'd absolutely nail those songs. I think you'd be really good singing some of those artists. I think it'd be really interesting to see.
Wow, that was amazing. All of the auditions have now gone off to be counted and voted.
There are so many people we'd like to thank, but none more than Rose Nabab, our media technical expert, without whom we would not even have attempted this. It was going to be live. It was going to be at the magnificent
Rialto, but we had to take it online. The show must go on, and we couldn't have done it without you, Rose Nabab. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Lee Van Bryan, who opened his address book for us, so we got to meet the judges and also some more performers. We have to thank everyone who took the time to like, share and engage with us and to help us to make this project become a reality.
I'll tell you who else we've got to thank.
Who?
Everybody who took part.
Yes.
Because Coundon and Radford has some talent. We knew it.
So in this project, we did focus on the areas of Coundon and Radford, and we really did find some talent. I think it's inspired us all to go out to the rest of Coventry over the City of Culture Year 2021, and we will be coming to an area near you very soon. So for the moment, we'd like to thank Coundon and Radford and the people who live, work and study there. So the votes are in. After a quick costume change, Mr. B, you look amazing.
How did you do that?
Has Rachel dressed? Has she changed? Has she got a gown on? So please, can we have your voting? Rachel New.
Wow, this has been such an amazing competition. I have loved every moment of being involved in this. I have loved getting the chance to see all these fantastic performances. It's been really difficult. I've kind of bobbed around with, you know, who I'm going to go for. Partly because in each different category, the kind of work that people are producing is so diverse. It's almost impossible to compare things like for like because it's such a broad spectrum. But unfortunately, we do have to pick favourites. So thank you so much for letting me be involved in this. In the groups category, this was so difficult. My number 3 is the King Bayan Singers. I love them. They definitely deserve to be up there. An amazing performance. Number 2 was Duke Keats. Lovely to have a little bit of rock and roll, a bit of live band action there. But for first place in this category, it has to be Marion and Ophelia from Commotion of 2020. I know we only got to see a tiny snippet of what those guys can do and what they're trying to do, but the quality and the standard was really great. So they would be my number 1. And if you need a decider, my wild card would be Quick Feet, the Quick Feet performance, the street dance performance, because I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Wow, the under 16s, this is a difficult category because these guys were amazing. Really, really hard, and I feel really bad having to even pick anyone over anyone else. But I have got a 3, 2 and 1, although it has kept changing, which is really difficult. I am going to say my number 3 would be Caitlin McCarthy. Great voice. Some really great voices in this category, which just makes it hard to separate them one from the other. Kyra at number 2, the whole performance there was mind-blowing, and I'd love to see more of that. But because her voice was so good and because her song was so original and so wonderful, I'm going to go for Aoife O'Toole as my number 1. Amazing work. And Maya doing Toxic would be my wild card. The over 16s, wow. Again, really diverse, really huge range of performances, which makes it incredibly difficult to pick. Number 3, I'm going to go for Lydia Rogers. I just thought her voice was just powerful and something truly special. In second place, Irina and her wonderful accordion. I just, wow, love that. Just made me smile. I want to wake up with that every day. But at number 1, really different from everyone else in this category, but she just really spoke to me, and that is Naisha with her incredible spoken word. It was really powerful, really well crafted, different from everything else, and just stood out head and shoulders. As a wild card, I mean, that's also difficult because there's so many people in there, but I'm going to say Static.
Thanks, Rachel. And now, Bex, can we have your votes, please?
So my number 3, is it the Compassion of the the Composure of 2020 Part 2, so the second one. I thought was absolutely fabulous. Number 2, I'm going for King Bayan, the Ukrainian that was brilliant. But number 1 for me is going to be Duke Keats, because I think it was totally different. Something that, you know, that I'm quite passionate about. Definitely live bands. So yeah, for me, that they really did make the number 1 spot. And if I was going to mention a wild card, I'm going to go for Quick Feet, the dance group, just because they lifted me up and raised my spirits. So well done, everyone, though. I didn't think it'd be that hard, to be honest. Yeah. So I'm going to go for Is it Navtej?
Yes.
Number 3, because I watched it 3 times. I thought it was amazing. You know what he thought? He said to himself, I'm going to audition for this. I'm going to show my talents. I can fill up cups. And, you know, it's just amazing that such a young lad, he was the sweetest thing. And it made me smile. I watched it over and over again. I love the blindfold thing. So for me, he was number 3, definitely. Number 2, Caitlin. I think her voice was just fantastic. Like, insane. But number 1, is it Lyra with the COVID song? Oh, blew me away, gave me goosebumps, made me emotional. Like, honestly, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. How a 9-year-old has got the confidence to do that, and the song was fantastic, the performance was amazing, all round. Just she deserves to win this 100%. Honestly, she was amazing. My number 3 is Graham. I loved his song. I was dancing to it. Oh, it was brilliant. Here, have a crisp. Yeah, honestly, it was. I loved the song. The beat stuck in my head for ages. So yeah, fabulous that you can think of, that you can write something that good. I thought it was great. For me, number 2 is Aaron. I don't know what his stage name is. Again, amazing. But number 1, definitely for me, Luke. So Naisha Pitt, for me, just because it was so powerful, and I wanted to know that we hear her, that I'm here, I'm standing with you, and I've totally, I felt every word you said, and yeah, powerful words, and I'm standing up, I'm hearing you, I'm with you, and you deserve to be mentioned 100%.
Thank you for that, Bex. Now, Kate Hills.
So groups, wow. Where do I start? For number 3, because I was blown away by the content of what they did. It's got to be Commotion the musical. But I particularly liked part 1 with the ukulele. Sorry, I did. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. They're so young, and the talent, I was just absolutely amazed. My number 2 has got to be the King Bayan Singers. I mean, come on. Whenever I see them, I just want to get my maracas out, shake them and dance around. You know what I'm saying, Gaylita? And of course, number one for me, the experimental music. I could hear bits of jazz. I could hear so much in there. Duke beats, is that what they called themselves? Blown away. I would actually buy one of their CDs, and I'm sure I would love everything on there. This is the kind of music that I love. So for me, they've got to be number 1. My wild card, I'm actually going to go for Louis and Isabella, because I thought the simplicity of the video, the way they delivered it, taking into account current circumstances, yeah, they were so good. So that was the groups. Oh, Dean in Under, oh my goodness. I mean, again, I'm absolutely blown away to think that some of these performances, 9 years old, 11 years old, yeah, absolutely amazing. My 3rd place would be Lyra Sando. Bless her heart, I was blown away by her, the videos and everything. I mean, what a beautiful little soul, really, when you think about it. So, and my 2nd place is Julia Kozan. I loved that. The fact that she did something from The Wizard of Oz, which happens to be one of my favourites. It was different. It showed her personality, and I loved that. And I actually think if she could go to stage school, well, maybe she is, I think she'd go very far. First choice. This girl touched me in a way that no other performance did, and that is Effie O'Toole. Her performance was absolutely beautiful. Stunned and blown away is all I can say about her voice. Very soulful. And I'm getting all choked now because it really, really moved me. My wild card would have to be Katie Main. I couldn't see her, but oh my goodness, when she played them drums, oh, amazing. So she's the wild card. 16s and overs. Wow. It really has been difficult judging this, but I just want to say thank you for asking me, because it's been a real pleasure as well. Again, so many talented performers. My third choice, because he put such a smile on my face and the tune was just so upbeat, has got to be Graham Monks. Loved him. Well done, Graham. My second choice, because I am such a lover of spoken word, is Naisha Pitt. She really needs, I don't know if she's had anything published, but she should think about getting things published or actually publishing stuff herself. I want to hear more from her. I think she's got a voice and I think she uses it well. The delivery was excellent. So she's my second choice. First would be Lydia Rogers, simply because she took my breath away. And my wild card, because, you know, I do love a bit of rap. And again, it was so difficult to choose Aaron Woodhouse. I thought he was brilliant.
Over to you, Pete Chambers.
First of all, this is my group, third, second and first. I'll go for Commotion 2020. It's the Little Things sketch or section. That's my number 3. Number 2 is the King Bayan Singers. Just absolutely joyous to watch and to listen to, and you know, just put a smile on your face. And heaven knows we need that at the moment. So that's the number 2. Number 1 is the Duke Beats. It seems to be a popular choice. It's great to have a band, like we say, in the current climate. It's been difficult for bands, and I'm sure we would have had more, and maybe in the future, if this continues, it'd be great. That we have more bands. So yeah, they just rocked. But I like the diversity of the music. It was all over the place in a nice way, and it really, really worked. So hopefully we'll see more of them in the future. So solo 15 and below. Well, number 3. Let's see, Maya Lehane, is it? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Yep. Stunning voice and a bright future, as far as I'm concerned. Really, really enjoyed that performance. And then Lyra Sando, number 2. Only 9. Actually, this probably, I know everybody was saying about the others, but this is probably my favourite section, actually. I really enjoyed a lot of the people on here. But she was great. You know, Lyra was just amazing, so clever, so inspiring. And, you know, again, a bright future, I'm sure. Absolutely brilliant. And then my number 1, and for me, I'm surprised, you know, I thought everybody, you know, it's great that we're all different. But Caitlin McCarthy, to me, just, boom, she was, for me, the absolute standout, the most professional, just incredible. And I'm surprised that other people haven't actually said that. But for me, I was just gobsmacked. And she is, you know, somebody to watch. Absolutely brilliant. So impressed. So we continue to my solo 16 plus. Number 3, Lydia Bruton. Again, it was great. I just love the diversity. And I think it's great that we've got voices like that. It's a shame that the piece, the clip was clipping, unfortunately, but no matter. Number 2 is, again, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, Lorena King. Help me, guys.
Irina King.
Yeah. Again, you know, wow, you know, more joyous music and more diversity. You know, this is Coventry, guys. And this is brilliant. It's a bit of everything, you know. It's not just rock bands. It's not just ska or two-tone, even though we didn't have any of that today. But it shows, you know, Coventry is a diverse place, multicultural, and we've got so much going for us. So brilliant. And my number 1 here is got to go down to Static Luke Clark, who just blew me away, you know, with his rap. And as I said before, Coventry is becoming a real great rap city, and I think it's all the better for that. And my wild card on this is Wizzy. I mean, anybody who knows, I can't lie, I have been there from the beginning with Wizzy, and I've promoted him and written about him many times, and he's just amazing. And for me, he's, you know, in his own league along with all the other rappers in the city.
And Tom, can we please have your vote?
It's been really tough. It's like I say, we've had some really, really, really good talent. And being the last one to give my vote, it's really made things complicated in my head because I've heard all the other judges and their comments and thoughts. But I've tried my best, and I've left my my votes as they are, as I you know, did them from the thing. So we'll start from the groups. My number 3 is the King Bayan Singers. They just made me feel so happy when they came on. I absolutely loved what they did. Number 2, I've got Marianne and Ophelia from the Commotion of 2020 musical. Now, the reason I've placed you guys number 2, I think all of the Commotion of 2020 musical pieces were amazing. So this isn't just for Marianne and Ophelia, this is for everyone that was involved in the Commotion of 2020 musical. And I really do hope eventually that gets to, you know, we get to see that in its entirety, whether that be online or whether that be on a stage. My number 1, drum roll please, Quick Feet Dance Troupe. Now, I just love these guys, and they made me feel happy, and I loved exactly what they did. There was a great feel about it. The music and the video, I think, was put together really well. So my number 1 is Quick Feet Dance Troupe. My wild card, the fabulous Duke Keats. I think they were amazing. They were really good. So they're my wild card for this section. So well done to everyone there. I think you were amazing. Here we go. So number 3. If I Only Had a Brain, Julia Cozard. What a performance. The West End is absolutely calling you. You were amazing. So you're my number 3 tonight in the 15 Wonders. Number 2, I've got Caitlin McCarthy, the singer-songwriter. Amazing. The video, she said, she just looks like a pop star already. You know, she's there. I think she's brilliant. My number 1, and this wasn't just because of the video we were sent, but this was because of everything else as well, that she's doing online, and I think she's got a brilliant online presence already, is Lyra Sandu. What a fantastic song, very topical and really well put together, and she's just got so much confidence. So keep going, Lyra. I absolutely love what you did. So I've actually given myself 2 wild cards because I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick it when I get there. I like to put myself on the spot every now and then. So I've got 2 wild cards here, and it's going to go to Ify O'Toole. So 16 plus. Are we ready?
Yes. We're ready.
This has been so tough because, again, like throughout all the categories, we've been just given so much talent and so many different things to look at. So my 16 plus, number 3, Loz Petit. I've seen Loz play through the years loads of times, and he's absolutely amazing. He's such a genuinely brilliant guy as well. So Loz Petit, my number 3. Number 2, Aaron Woodhouse with his rap. Now, the thing I liked about Aaron was his sound. He just sounds totally different. Like you hear rap, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but sometimes you hear some rap artists and they sound quite similar to other rap artists. And I think in this competition, we've been given rap artists that all sound completely different and completely themselves. But as soon as I heard Aaron, he just sounded totally like completely different to anything else I've ever heard. So that's my number 2. And my number 1, Lydia Rogers. Just what an amazing voice. Absolutely amazing voice. So that's my number 1, Lydia Rogers. My wild card in this round then, I'm going to give it to Lydia Burton, the classical soprano, because again, just an amazing, amazing talent.
The results are in, and that has concluded the voting. Let's review the top 3 in each category.
Okay, the groups category. In 3rd place, Commotion 2020, Marianne and Ophelia, with Clemmy, Fern and Isabella.
In 2nd place, the King Bayan Singers.
And in 1st place, 4 groups, is Duke Keats.
the 15 and under category, please, Mr. Bradley.
Well, in third place was Aoife O'Toole.
In second place, Caitlin McCarthy.
And the winner of the under 15s is Lyra Sandhu.
They told us not to worry, to stay home for our safety, and so we did. Sometimes it gets lonely, I miss my friends and family.
And in the 16 and over category, Mr. B.
In third place was the word artist, Nyasha.
In second place, Static.
And the winner in a very, very competitive group, incredibly competitive. First place goes to Lydia Rogers.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls and window sills.
Right, so we need to have an overall winner. Everybody's a winner who's turned up here today, but we need to have an overall winner. And it was a tie, actually, because we gave each act 3 points for a win, 2 for second, and 1 for third. And when we totted all the votes up, it was a tie between Duke Keats and Lyra Sandhu. They both had 11 votes. So then what we did was we decided the winner would be on how many judges voted for each act. So 4 of the 5 judges voted for Duke Keats, which is incredible. However, 5 judges, all the judges voted for Lyra, and that's how we make Lyra the winner of Coundon's Hot Talent 2021. Congratulations, Lyra, amazing.
You've got an amazing career ahead of you. Well done.
What have they won, Gail?
Yeah, what have they won? So if you bear with me, the winners of each category get to headline at a stage at a Coventry City of Culture 2021 outdoor festival event. The winners of each category will also have a chance to have a masterclass with a judge of their choice to help them in their performance and their career. And as Coventry Arts Collective, we did focus on Coundon and Radford this time. We will be going out over the city over the next year. So watch this space. If you live in Longford or Charlesmore, we are coming for you next. So get practicing. So thank you so much for watching at home. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We definitely enjoyed making it, didn't we?
It was fantastic. What a wonderful experience. Stay in touch with us. How can they stay in touch with us, Gaylita?
You can find us on the internet. Just put Coventry Arts Collective. We've got a website. We're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And please follow, like and share for lots of updates about exciting projects we will be rolling out over the next year.
That's it. Thanks for your company. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Stay
Goodbye.
in touch.
Enjoy the rest of City of Culture.
Bye. Happy Easter.